Hey everyone from all around the world. How are you all doing? I hope you're having a great weekend. Happy Sunday, everyone. And to its gintu, I just want to pass my heartfelt condolences to you and your family. And may God give you peace and comfort during this time. However, Gintu, I saw your video where you're coming out to say, oh, people are going to start saying blah, blah, blah. Now, what blah, blah, blah are people going to say? Huh? People are not like you. People respect, things when they happen. People are not like the lazy gang who don't know when to stop, who don't know, where to draw the line. People who just yap anyhow. They don't care if they are gonna, finish somebody psychologically. We don't do that. So, accept my heartfelt condolences. And I really believe, guys, I believe that Gintu really respects the papa because 24 hours later, he has not done a video. Guys, what? This guy who does 4 videos in 24 hours, not doing a video? That's great respect for papa. Because guys, I was thinking he's gonna be shooting honestly. I really thought so. But anyways, guys. So like I said, Gintu, may God be with you and family at this particular time. Guys, I have seen a video by Mzee Kohera. Our papa is not going to rest. He came out to criticize Dee Mwango. And people, came with contrary opinions. And so he has come out to say, you know what, guys? I respect your opinions, but it doesn't work like that. Not in Africa. There is culture everywhere, and people should respect culture. He has come out to say that even if you are educated, that is no excuse to despise culture, put people down, and just because people don't speak English, you are not supposed to come out here and say they are, illiterate and they're backward and all this stuff. You should respect culture. Underline, culture. Guys, this Mzee has come out to speak his mind. And I believe that some of the things he was saying, he was throwing jabs at Dee Mwango here and there. Guys, take a listen to this.
Maybe education is being mistaken in Africa, more so in Kenya and maybe, coming to Korea. Going to school to have a Western culture, simply to know how to speak English does not mean that you will have to change your culture. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. That is why so many ladies have misunderstood this going to school and knowing English. Now they despise those who did not proceed to understand and speak English properly. You find somebody now pretending that, okay, I'm very well educated now. She works, she speaks even broken English. What is �𝐿𝐷𝐿? Where have you been in 𝐿𝐷𝐿? Me, I don't eat ugali. And these are the kind of young ladies who have misunderstood English. And they are the ones who go as far as remaining single at the end of the day. Because men are very, very keen. A man cannot just run and get married to a lady who has a queer behavior. More so Korean men, they are very, 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 very careful. They see how you have been growing on. They see your background. They see your social status, how you have been interacting with the people. And then they ignore you. They simply ignore you, no matter how beautiful you are, no matter what kind of language you are speaking. They ignore you, and then you float there. You bring every man, he leaves you there. They are always dumped there. So it always don't, the home morals, the parental morals are very important. Those are the basic morals a child must grow with so that he can make a good man or a good wife. So don't simply, you are not the first lady who has gone to school. There are so many, even lawyers in Kenya here, who are actually, once they come out of office, they behave like wives in the houses. They have very good manners, but not just living from 4 and simply knowing English. Now you think you are a white, you are a European. You will end up single and you will end up miserable. You will end up with no partner. Even if you raise your 2 children when you are single, they will later ask you their father. Mommy, I can see so and so has a father. Where is our father? So be careful. As long as you say it is a 21st century, this is Kohera, this is what, your children will also become elders and they will need to know their roots. They will need to know who sired them. Don't just sire like a rat and you say you went to school. Who didn't go to school? You must have upright morals. African culture is always guided inside the guidelines of good morals. Because you have money, you have non-English, you have friends abroad. Now, my friend, days are coming and they will tell you, and you will get what I'm talking to you. You will regret.
Where have you been, 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐿? Mr. Kohera, I agree with you when you said that marriage is a God-ordained institution, that it is good for people to be together. It is good for people to be companions. It is good for people to share. It is good for people to be there for each other. It is good for people to have shoulder, to cry on, to have each other's back. It is good. I mean, if all that happens. However, Dee Mwango, cannot wait for that. If she is ready to build, she can build. And as a matter of fact, guys, we saw that Dee Mwango already has her man, So, Dee Mwango building at home is no big deal. She just wants to have a home in Africa. Come on, guys. Imagine, having a home in Africa and having a home in Europe. How cool. Now, the home in Europe is where she is going to be having with her husband. Dee Mwango explained it very well. She said that she, will live back there when she gets married. However, she wants to have a home back home, the original home, where when she comes, she doesn't have to go to Marwa's house. She doesn't have to go to her mother's place. She will have her place, her own place where she will have her privacy, where she can even come, with a whole multitude of people from Europe, her family from Europe. She can come with them. They're basking in the sun at the pool side of her house, on the first floor pool. Guys, I saw some, lazy idiots talking about, how can somebody make a pool on first floor? How is it possible? Where do these people live? They do not know that there are pools on rooftops. What is wrong with these people? What century are they living in? They are so backward. And just because it is D, guys, some of these people are even abroad, but how they are reasoning, they don't even know what plan, Dee Mwango's house is. They do not have an idea what kind of a plan that house, is about. You have already started criticizing the pool. Oh my God. These people are something else. And guys, I believe, within myself, that Dee Mwango's house is going to be top of tops. In that village, it's going to be a house to reckon with. They better brace themselves, these villagers, all these carrots and the rest who are so jealous. They better brace themselves. Even this boy with a stick. Hello, General Omaji. Even this little boy with a stick. You know, guys, I used to think that this boy comes from the leafy suburbs of Nairobi, Runda, Lavington, these Kitisuru areas. Guys, I was shocked when somebody played a video one day and I saw mud houses. Guys, I almost collapsed. I kid you not. Guys, when you see these people talking, my goodness. You would think they're even middle class. Huh? You'd even think they're a quarter class. Only to find out. Oh my God, guys. Hey, me, I don't like to talk, guys. I don't like to talk because I cannot come out here, guys, and start criticizing people's, stuff. And when you follow mine, mine maybe doesn't even, it's not up to par. So why should I come here and start saying, oh, Swamp King, oh, at the swamp, oh, that house is I don't know what, yeah, Dee Mwango, that house will not be, and yet you have nothing. Gosh, guys. Tell me, what kind of disease is that? Let me know in the comment section, because that is a very bad disease. People are suffering out here with some ailment that needs medication. Oh my God. So, Mr. Kohera, yes, it is good for people to be together, but you know what? A woman also can, develop herself, as an individual. She does not have to have that, partnership with the husband all the time. And especially when she's not yet married. Hello? And yes, Dee Mwango can still make a very good wife. Even with her own properties on the side. What is wrong with that, guys? Because the way Kohera is speaking, he is not happy about this thing. And he is saying that even with education, guys, you already had. That you cannot do away with culture. However, Mr. Kohera, there is culture that even Kenyan laws has done away with. Bad culture is bad culture. Good culture is good culture. And yes, people are moving with the times, Mzee. Oh, yes. People are moving with the times. And then Mzee Kohera goes on to talk about Matiko's issue. And he says that according to Masubo, the village mouse, who is his son, he says that Matiko was taken not to a rehab, of course, what they're normally saying, not to a rehab, but to, a mental institution. And he says that Matiko was injected by, this, drugs to make him crazy. And they have done the same to his wife so that they can delete them, guys. Delete them. These guys really bring very serious accusations on this platform. And, sometimes I look at them and I'm like, really? And this is a whole Mzee with brains. Now he is saying that according to Masubo, guys, you are some Mzee who is smart, who is wise, who has lived longer on this world. Can't you have brains to also weigh what these people are saying? Why would David Jr. want to delete Matiko and his wife? Okay, fine, you are giving us reason. You are saying so that, he can grab their land. So David Jr. cannot afford land? And he even goes on to say that, they are, they want to delete Matiko and his wife and then leave, their little baby suffering. And another question I would want to ask this Mzee Kohera. You being a teacher, even, with your reasoning capacity, do you really think that you can take somebody who is normal, like you're saying, Matiko was normal. Do you really think you can take Matiko, who is a normal person, and go and enroll them, admit them into a mental institution? Well, I don't know about others, but do you really think Somebody can actually take somebody who is normal and go and, admit them in a mental institution, and order the doctors to inject them with this kind of medicines that you're talking about. Why don't you try it yourself, Mzee Kohera? I want you to try and take one person who is normal, bring them to MORAA Teaching and Referral Hospital, and try to get them admitted yourself. And let's see how it goes. Even when you take a patient to a hospital right there in Kuria, don't they run tests? Don't they give medication according to this person's diagnosis? Do you ever go to a hospital there in Kuria and tell the doctor, give this person typhoid tablets and this person is suffering from malaria? Have you ever done that? And have they ever done like you have said? I'm sure it has never happened. So why do you believe that Matiko was taken by David Jr. to a hospital where there are qualified doctors who can do diagnosis, and they can see very well that this person is not suffering from this ailment because there are many mental illnesses? And guys, like I said, I know this hospital, and they take care of patients according to their diagnosis. There are many mental illnesses. And so you cannot be given a schizophrenic, medicine, and you're suffering from, anxiety and depression. As for alcoholism, that is addiction, that is totally different. So this particular hospital actually has a rehab. So why is it so hard for you to believe, Mzee Kohera? Because I thought that you, as a grown-up, as a Mzee, as somebody who is more experienced in life, you would be more smart than this. I thought that you would ask, how come these doctors, you wouldn't be just believing what, the village mouse is saying. I thought you would think critically into it and say, how can a doctor, do this? And like I asked you a question, have you ever taken, somebody, say for instance, who has fallen from a mango tree and they broke their leg, and then this doctor is giving them HIV medicine? Has it ever happened? Guys, Mzee Kohera, unaniangusha daddy, unaniangusha. Guys, listen to this.
To us is that David Jr. had taken him to a rehabilitation center. In a rehabilitation center, you are gradually treated until you completely change and even your health becomes so good. But surprisingly enough, according to Masubawan, is that this gentleman was never taken to the rehabilitation center, but instead he was taken to a mental hospital. A mental hospital is always meant for mad people, and Matiko was not mad. He was only addictive. He had addicted the liquor, the alcohol, but he was not mad. Now, if you are taken in the mental hospital, it means that you are injected with the mental drugs, which can change a normal reasoning person to be mad. So now, what is this? Huh? We were being told that David took this young man to a rehabilitation center where he was supposed to be actually counseled, and guided until he becomes on the line, and then he stops drinking. Then he can go ahead with his own life and his own family. But now, this is very shocking that he was taken to a mental hospital. And even he cannot construct a proper sentence as we are talking now. And to make it more worse again, it is also said that even his wife has been dragged. So what surely? What is this? Just to target a land.
Mzee Kohera. And guys, to all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all Mr. Kohera has a message for you all.
And you single ladies, Kenya is very big. Find any tribe who can marry you. Because in the Kenyan constitution, polygamy is allowed. But if you think, my friend, if you think that you'll have a single, you'll marry a single boy, even these Gen Z boys are very funny. They know you. They know you. They will be using you and dumping you. You must also change. You will be dumped and you will remain single mothers. And you know, always, I will just tell you that any single lady who had no good morals, will never sustain a husband. That is the truth of the matter. Any single lady who is being controlled by money, that it is money, not love, but money, you can never sustain. You can never contain a husband. So you people, you must be careful. And these are words from an elder. Call me names, but I'll be telling you.
There you go. You can be wife number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Instead of staying single. That's according to Mzee Kohera. Guys, if you are here and you have not liked this video, please give this video a massive thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, take this moment to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the bell notification, because that is the only way you will be notified whenever I drop a banger. To the newly subscribed, thank you so much and feel most welcome. To my returning subscribers, you guys are the best. I do not take any of you for granted. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Let us continue what we do best, liking each and every video, sharing them widely, and let us continue sharing love in this place. Let us meet in the next video, guys. Bye-bye. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single...